My name is Sally Njeri Ndiri. I've just finished a 6-hour challenge swim, and I'm very happy that I was able to do it. And those the vulnerable, meaning those that have autism, specifically the autism children, because they have different problems, and we forget about them in the society. So I'm hoping that most of the people now will know that these children exist and they need to be brought into the society and accepted the way they are. I was also wanting to help the rescue divers, because when we go for retrievals, we don't get equipment, and of course a lot of the boys don't get proper trainings, and these proceeds will help so that the Kenya Life Saving can be able to give at least some knowledge on the basic life saving for retrieval, because it's a different training from the life saving training. And I'm very pleased to say that the president for Kenya Life Saving was here today, and I also appreciate him for at least being there to help me and to encourage me and to continue to do what I'm doing.
This is the second challenge this year for you. The first one was in Mombasa.
Yes.
How would you rate this one and the one you did in Mombasa?
Oh, the one in Mombasa wasn't as tough as this. This was tough because it was 6 hours. In Mombasa, I only did 5 kilometers, which was not much, but against the current in the ocean, it was a bit hard. But if I compare the two, I think this was tough. This was really tough, because I even got to a point where I thought, let me leave it, let me forget about it. But in Mombasa, I enjoyed it. It was a challenge, it was hard, but I still pushed on.
So how did you prepare for this challenge mentally?
Mentally, I just made myself be very positive about going for it. And this is the third time actually that I was supposed to have done it some time ago. And every time I wanted to do it, something happens. Either once I broke my hand, the other time I got sick. So I said this time I must go. In fact, I had a problem with my left hand, the left leg. I think that's why maybe even I was getting a lot of cramps before I even started. And I thought maybe it would give me more problems. But I thank God that I was able to push myself. In fact, almost half the time, I was actually swimming with my hands on me because my legs were bringing me problems.
Had there ever been another time where you got sick for doing this?
Never been sick for swimming. Apart from when I do lessons in 2015, I had a lot of lessons that I was doing, and I had classes at 5 in the morning and late in the evening. So after around 6 months, I got pneumonia, which was very serious, and I was hospitalized for about 9 days. That's the only time that I've had problems with the water, because all through in the 43 years, I can say I've never really had any problem.
At 64, your peers are doing other things apart from swimming. How does it feel doing this thing at this age and time?
For me, it just feels like it's normal because I've been swimming for so long. So, and I made a pact with God that I want to go up to 100 years old, still swimming, still competitive, and hopefully even get into the Olympics if I can. That's my dream.
Swimming alongside grandson, how does it feel?
I'm very proud to be a grandmother that has brought up my grandsons in the water. Even their mother, she's also a swimmer. And, but the smaller boy is the competitor. He does a lot of competitions. And I feel very proud my boys being able to stand with me and be happy to be able to swim with me. That was nice. I didn't even think he was going to come in. So that was something that I really will always keep in my heart. I have 2 boys, and then I have an extended great-grandchild.
Apart from this event you participated in today, which other event you participated touched you the most?
Last year when I went for the Masters event in Nairobi, I was not expecting to do very well because it's a long time since I did competitions. But funny enough, even the swimmers at some of the competitions, some of the events that I was doing, there were younger ladies than myself, much younger. But I managed to get 4 gold and 1 silver. So I really felt very proud. I was even very emotional. I literally cried because I didn't imagine that I was that good at that time. Because I'm not even prepared for competitive swimming is a little different from life saving. In life saving, you have to be swift, yes, but it's not so competitive. But competitive swimming, you must be training a lot to get speed, because that's the end result. Is how fast are you going? So I really felt very good. In fact, I was very disappointed when I realized that I got a silver. And it was not my mistake, it's because I slipped on the starting block, so my start was slow. So definitely you can't get a goal when your start is wrong. You must have a good start to get a good ending.
6 hours without eating. I only saw you take a bottle of water. So how does nutrition play a role in your swimming challenge today?
It plays a very big role. One mistake I didn't take anything in the morning. So that was wrong. I should have had something at least 3 hours before I started. But I didn't take anything. I just took water before coming in. And that is why I accepted to take the water. Otherwise, I had said that I should not take anything, even in between. But I realized that my body needed it. My tongue started getting dry, so I had to take something.
Nutrition-wise, how do you prepare for such a challenge?
You must balance your food. You must have at least a lot of greens, and then add a bit of carbohydrates and protein, so that at least, but it must be balanced. You don't put too much protein but vegetables you can put quite a bit. And then of course you must take a lot of fruit. And the other mistake that I have in life is I don't drink water. I rarely drink water. But from about 2 months back, I've started taking water. So I think that also helped me for today's event, because at least my body was not so too dehydrated. But I felt it when my tongue started getting dry, that wow, I really need to put more effort on drinking more water.
Your weakness as a swimmer?
I think maybe the diet and that drinking water. A swimmer must be very hydrated. You must have a lot of water because the body needs it. But I don't take water. So unless I really put effort in drinking more water, then it will make me even better. Then the other is I've put on a lot of weight. So my speed is not the same anymore. So I have to start reducing my weight. And that's what I started doing before this event. I was going in the gym kidogo and then swimming quite a bit. So I have to work on that. I have that in place. Sometimes I say I don't need to go get in the water, I don't have to train, but I need to go back to what I was and eat properly, train well, and rest well. My last resort was to finish. Although in the middle of everything I had said, no, maybe I should just give up. I think I went for too much. Others were telling me, you should, before this, they said, why 6? You could have done 3 or 2. But for me, I felt that 6 would make a bigger impact. It will make people really aware and make them think twice. Why should she do 6? because 3 I think is too easy. So I thought, let me do double that.
When you saw people surround the entire swimming pool cheering you on, what crossed your mind?
I got very encouraged, and that is what actually made me want to continue. And I felt, wow, I think everyone really wants me to finish, so I better put effort and put some more nguvu in me. And especially now when my legs brought me problems, I decided, let me just use my hands. After all, there are people who swim without legs, there are people who swim with one leg, so why don't I also just use my hands? So I felt very happy seeing that there are people around. I couldn't tell who they were, but I was very happy. I said, well, if people can actually come and see, then it meant a lot. It meant so much. Yeah.
Your saddest moment as a swimmer?
As a coach, what I really makes me sad is when I want my students to swim and then they're not interested in swimming. That saddens me because I know the future for that child. They'll get something out of swimming if they had that training. So I get saddened even when I'm in school, and I would wish that all the students would enjoy the lesson and continue with it. As a swimmer, I get very sad when I lose. If I get a silver, I feel no, that wasn't meant to be. Me, I like being a winner. I'm a fighter and I'm passionate with what I do. So I always believe that I can do the best.
Your proudest moment?
Proudest is today. Today, I'm very proud of myself because I actually did not believe that I would finish the 6 hours. And then from talks before, people were actually discouraging me. Say, you can't make it. You 6. Why are you, disturbing your body? Don't go for it. But I feel very proud of myself that I was able to go all through the way. And when I was told I have 4 minutes, I thought, no, are you saying 4 minutes or 4 hours? That came into my mind. I almost asked, but I said, let me just continue. So I'm very proud of myself.
Autism and swimming. Have you come across a kid who died while swimming that maybe touched you most?
No, I've never seen an autism child die. But what makes me happy about them is that when I was teaching them, this autism group from Pepeo and others that I've met outside, I was very encouraged. Every time I saw them smiling, they come for the lesson and they are smiling. In the beginning, it was very hard because they even used to beat me because they didn't want it. But when they realized that they could do it, they could actually float, they felt wow. And then most autism children love water. So it's not so hard to teach them in swimming pool. So my joy is just seeing that child smiling as they're swimming. My next project will be still the 6 hours. I don't know how many kilometers I've done today. So next year, what I'll do is I have to break that record. I do less kilometers within those 6 hours.
Today you have done 6.8 kilometers.
I can go maybe for the same 6 hours, I do 6 kilometers. So I can go for 6 to 6. For other swimmers, I would recommend that they continue swimming, and if possible, let them take swimming as a profession because it can take them far. For us as Kenya Life Saving Federation, we have branches in most of the counties in Kenya. So wherever you are, you can always go to one of the branches and get information of Kenya Life Saving. Here in Nakuru, I'm actually a walking briefcase. We don't have an office, but they come where I am, and I've trained quite a number of lifeguards within Nakuru, and I would encourage those young boys and girls, when they leave from 4, they are waiting for the results. Let them come for swimming. We start with learn to swim, and then we do the lifeguards courses, and it helps them so much. It's a job that they can get, because even when they're waiting for results, they can go to a pool and ask, can I volunteer to lifeguard? And they paid a little amount for that. So I'd encourage those who can learn how to swim, go for it.
My name is Job Kani. I'm the president of Kenya Life Saving Federation. In regard to Charlie, Madam Sally challenge today, I think it was a great achievement and also a highlight on water safety campaign, which she did. Drowning in Kenya and in the world remain a big challenge. If you look at the drowning in the world, I think it is the third leading cause of drowning mortality. And actually, it is estimated that 2.3 million people die in a year. In Kenya, we talk about 2,300, which comes second from road accidents.
My name is Miss Sheila Mayoyo. Coach Sally is my colleague. We teachers at Shalalji School. I think she's really posed a great challenge to us. We are proud of her. At 64, we felt like she's really done us proud. I think we have the privilege of having her as our coach, and we've taken up the challenge. We're really misusing the privilege. Come next challenge, we'll join her. It will be good, and we've taken it up as a challenge. I was really happy. We were so excited. I think I cried. But it's because we were really proud of her. Because at one point we were afraid she might not make it, but she did make it, and we were proud.
My name is Onesmus Njoroge. I'm Sally's grandson. Na compete na yeye nimesikia vizuri. It was really tough hata kama sikumaliza hiyo season alikuwa anaenda. But I tried na ilikuwa very tough, si mchezo. Kama kama ni kitu rahisi unasema ujaribu na ufeel the challenge, usikie vile mtu anasikia. Na ningependa kuambia mkaribu coach anaweza train. She's the best coach I know in Kenya.